A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. In A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, 1973, the Peanuts gang faces a last-minute holiday crisis. When Peppermint Patty and friends turn up unexpectedly, Charlie Brown and Linus have to improvise a dinner with whatever's on hand. Snoopy and Woodstock whip up a gourmet feast of popcorn, toast, pretzel sticks, jelly beans, and sundaes instead of turkey. Despite the strange menu, Linus even leads the gang in a prayer about the first Thanksgiving before they eat. This CBS special premiered November 20th, 1973, and even won an Emmy. And it reminds viewers that Thanksgiving is really about friends and gratitude, not just the turkey. Even without a traditional meal, the story delivers a warm message. In the end, Peppermint Patty apologizes to Charlie Brown, and they all join his family's real Thanksgiving dinner. The special's gentle humor, from Snoopy breaking a wishbone with Woodstock to Linus's sincere prayer, has made it a beloved nostalgic classic. Fans still tune in for that little ping-pong table outside, and Linus's quip about condo-dwelling grandmothers, proof that some holiday memories are timeless.
Looked at my kingdom, I was finally there to sit on my throne as the Prince of Bel-Air.
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Talking Turkey. In Talking Turkey, Thanksgiving brings a family showdown. Will's tough-love mom, Viola, flies in from Philly and is horrified by how spoiled the bank's kids are. She points out that Will's got a bunch of grown men doing all the work and insists the kids cook the Thanksgiving meal themselves. Carlton even invites his pompous English teacher to dinner, adding to the chaos. The result is comedic disaster. Half-baked turkey, flustered kids, and plenty of mother-son squabbles, as Will and Uncle Phil scramble to salvage the feast. By day's end, the family learns the holiday lesson in their own style. Viola and Aunt Vivian eventually put aside their pride to finish the meal together, and Viola shares a tender moment with Will. They all reconcile over the kitchen counter, proving even a Banks family turkey fiasco can end happily. This heartfelt wrap-up, with warm hugs and Aunt Viv telling Viola she's a good mother, makes Talking Turkey a funny but sincere Thanksgiving episode. Bob's Burgers, Turkey in a Can. In this Season 4 episode, Turkey in a Can, Bob plans an elaborate brine for Thanksgiving turkey. But the holiday turns bizarre very fast. The morning of the dinner, Bob discovers his prized turkey dumped in the toilet and nobody admits doing it. Linda's oddball sister Gail is staying over with her cats, poor Bob sneezing through it all. Tina is sulking about her spot at the grown-ups table, and Jean tries to write a cheery Thanksgiving carol. When a second toilet turkey appears, Bob concocts a sting with decoy birds, and even finds himself in a flirtatious misunderstanding with the butcher. Ultimately, the chaos peaks with Bob sleepwalking with the turkey. The episode's absurd comedy, talking toilets, turkey carols, and a hilarious turkey-induced nightmare, is pure Bob's Burgers. Despite its silliness, it captures a nostalgic holiday vibe. The family comes together and falls asleep together around a Thanksgiving table in the Belchers' distinctly quirky style. Fresh off the boat. Huangsgiving. The Huangs host Thanksgiving for the first time. After some scheming, Jessica finally convinces Grandma Huang to let her and Louis plan the feast, instead of Jessica's sister Connie. Jessica and Louis immediately get overly ambitious. They invite extra guests, even Connie's ex-boyfriend Oscar, design fancy decorations, and order 2 whole turkeys and personal Cornish hens. It's a recipe for disaster, and almost nothing goes right. Frozen birds, spilled stuffing, and siblings scheming to sabotage each other's glory. The episode plays the event for laughs. By the end, Jessica and Connie learn family is more important than competition. After all the commotion, the Huangs end up coming together with their extended family. It's a heartfelt reminder from the 1990s flavored sitcom that Thanksgiving isn't really about one-upping your relatives, but enjoying the crazy warm chaos of family togetherness. The Simpsons, Bart vs. Thanksgiving. In Bart vs. Thanksgiving, the holiday falls apart when Bart and Lisa fight over her handmade feminist-themed centerpiece. While trying to place the turkey, Bart knocks it into the fireplace, reducing Lisa's work to ashes and getting himself banished to his room without dinner. Hurt and angry, Bart runs away with Santa's little helper, bouncing from Mr. Burns' mansion to a blood bank, and eventually ending up at a homeless shelter, where a Kent Brockman interview unintentionally exposes his disappearance to the entire family. Back home, the Simpsons panic, while Lisa quietly struggles with her feelings. Bart eventually returns, but fears he'll be mocked instead of forgiven, until Lisa meets him on the roof. She helps him understand why his actions hurt her, and Bart finally apologizes. The family reunites over late-night turkey sandwiches, ending the episode with a restored sense of gratitude and the kind of messy, heartfelt reconciliation that makes this a memorable Thanksgiving classic. Boy Meets World, Turkey Day. Corey and Sean decide to bring their families together for the holiday after winning a turkey and stuffing for donating the most canned goods. But what starts as a heartfelt idea quickly turns awkward when the Matthews visit Sean's trailer park. A misunderstanding about which trailer belongs to whom leads to tension with a neighbor, Mr. Unter, and the cultural differences between the two families begin to surface. The dinner devolves into arguments over wine and propriety, and the atmosphere grows increasingly strained. When the kids leave to share a simpler Thanksgiving with Frankie and his little brother, the adults eventually stumble upon them giving thanks for what they have. Corey's speech about being raised to accept people for who they are, not what class they come from, helps everyone see past their differences. The families reconcile and sit down for a heartfelt meal together. Back at school, Mr. Feeney praises Sean's essay about how discrimination can be overcome if kids are raised differently. It's a moving episode that reflects on how Thanksgiving can bring people together, even across social divides, through understanding and gratitude. That 70s show, Thanksgiving. In that 70s show's first Thanksgiving episode, holiday stress hits full force when Lori brings home her flirty college friend Kate, who immediately sets her sights on Eric. While Kitty and Red clash over which turkey to cook, Kitty forgets to pick up Red's mother from the bus station, despite a barrage of calls, and Bernice decides to go elsewhere, leaving Kitty with guilt and no thanks. Meanwhile, Kate kisses Eric during a late-night mix-up, and his friends urge him to keep it quiet. But Eric confesses to Donna, who's furious he kissed someone so forward, even if nothing else happened. As dinner unfolds, tensions simmer between the parents and the teens. Red delivers his trademark dumbass line, but still encourages Eric to make amends. Eric apologizes to Donna and invites her to dinner, though it takes some time before they finally reconcile. Red, after initially refusing, accepts a holiday job from Bob for the discount. Despite all the awkward moments, the episode wraps up with classic 70s humor and a reminder that even chaotic holidays can end on a warm note. Hey Arnold! Arnold's Thanksgiving. In Arnold's Thanksgiving, Arnold and Helga both feel fed up with how their families handle the holiday. Arnold's household mixes up holidays and celebrates the 4th of July instead of Thanksgiving, leaving him longing for a normal dinner. Helga's home is equally frustrating. Her mom ruins the food, her dad ignores everyone for football, and Olga dumps chores on her. After their school play about the perfect Thanksgiving, both kids reach a breaking point and leave their homes, bumping into each other and realizing they share the same disappointment. Together, they visit Mr. Simmons, assuming he must have the picture-perfect Thanksgiving he wrote about in the play. Instead, they find his family arguing and unappreciative, yet Simmons still loves bringing them together each year. Inspired, Arnold and Helga return home to give their own families another chance. Helga is welcomed back with genuine worry and warmth, and Arnold discovers his boarding house has surprised him with a real Thanksgiving meal. By the end, both realize that Thanksgiving isn't about perfection. It's about feeling appreciated and being thankful for the people who care about you. Bernie Mac. Tryptophan-tasy. Thanksgiving becomes a fever dream nightmare. Bernie Mac decides to eat an entire turkey by himself, and he pays for it. His nephew Jordan accidentally drops the oven temperature, leaving Bernie with a half-raw turkey and a vicious stomachache. Overnight, Bernie is feverish and trapped in bizarre hallucinations. The kids haunt him. Turkey claymation fantasies ensue. Despite the wackiness, the episode is heartwarming at its core. Bernie's family rallies to nurse him back to health, even as he convulses in cartoon mania. The antics, from a Twilight Zone parody with Nessa on the plane wing to Bernie literally wrestling a turkey, make for a hilarious, off-the-wall Thanksgiving special. In the end, laughter wins over sickness. The family is grateful to have each other, and Bernie's surviving his holiday meal. This crazy, turkey-induced adventure is a Thanksgiving tribute in Bernie Mac's bold, surreal style. Full House, The Miracle of Thanksgiving. The Tanners face their first Thanksgiving without Pam, and Danny is determined to make the day meaningful for his daughters. When snow strands Grandma Claire in Tacoma, it's up to Danny, Jesse, and Joey to take on cooking duties, with some help from DJ and Stephanie, who insist on keeping Pam's traditions alive. What follows is a mix of heartfelt effort and comedic mishaps. Joey gets his tongue stuck in a bottle, Jesse doubts there's any miracle to Thanksgiving, and a surprise turkey rescue attempt from a pair of strangers goes up in smoke. Literally. Despite their best efforts, the family ends up with a burnt bird and a dropped pumpkin pie. But the true warmth of the episode comes through in the quiet moments of comfort and memory. DJ feels like she's let her mom down, and Jesse admits to Danny how much the holidays hurt without his sister. In one of the most touching scenes of the early series, Danny and Jesse share memories of Pam and realize that talking about her keeps her close. As the family regroups to try again, with a new pie and new resolve, they remind us that Thanksgiving isn't about perfection. It's about showing up for each other, sharing stories, and being thankful even when things don't go according to plan. Thanks for joining me and our time-traveling alien friend Vibe on this trip through some of TV's most memorable Thanksgiving specials. Whether it was popcorn dinners with Snoopy or burnt turkeys in San Francisco, these episodes remind us how heart, humor, and a little chaos define the season. A huge shout out and heartfelt thank you to our amazing Throwback Tier members, Peace by Chaos, Thicula, iCritic, Jeremy Bowen, Mr. Blanks, and Sonic and Leighton Fan. Your support means the world, and you're helping keep the nostalgia alive in a big way. I also want to thank all the other awesome members who support the channel. Whether you're new or you've been rocking with us from the beginning, I appreciate every single one of you. If you enjoyed this video, hit that hype button, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more nostalgic deep dives. Drop a comment with your favorite Thanksgiving episode or memory. Until next time, keep the nostalgia alive and have a happy Thanksgiving.